So in the AI Recovery Assistant, you can interact with it in a few ways. You can do guided step work with the Let's Do Step Work feature. You can do inventories, nightly inventory or fear inventory or four-step inventory in dialogue, in conversation, and then export it. Or you can ask questions and reflect and get some help with the Let's Chat feature. I want to show you the step work, but I'm going to ask the Let's Chat here how it's doing that. And so you'll notice you can click something like that gratitude check. And it's going to prompt me to find things to be grateful for. Or I can just hit this microphone button and ask it anything I want. Sometimes I have questions about recovery jargon or how I'm feeling. Here I'm going to ask how to do step work. So how does guided step work with you, with the Recovery Assistant work? I understand you're sort of going to take passages from the big book or other literature and turn it into reflective questions. And then what? Can you explain to me how we're doing step work with this application, please? You're going to notice it gets everything kind of word perfect, which I really appreciate. When I type with my fat thumbs, I am often quite lazy and I give short answers. But when I can tap that microphone button, I can talk for a while. So it's telling me here, guided step work, we have reflective questions. I'll ask questions based on passages from the literature to help you reflect. We'll discuss your responses to these questions, exploring your thoughts and emotions in depth. And this I really appreciate. You know, if I give too short of an answer, it's going to prompt me for specific examples or what might be deeper or how I'm going to put that into practice. And we get some insight and progress. Okay, so it's already bringing me to step 7 or step 1 because it knows those are the 2 programs that I'm working. Those are the steps that I'm on. It remembers that. Let's come over into the Let's Do Step Work function. So why is it asking step 7, step 1? Step 1, ACA, I said I was interested, but I haven't done any step work there. Step 7 on AA, that's the step that I've told it I'm on. So here, the first question, I already started it a little earlier. It gives me the question. Step 7 is about humbly asking him to remove our shortcomings. This step is about asking your higher power to help you overcome your character defects. It requires humility, a sincere desire to change. It knows I'm more comfortable with the word higher power than the word God. I told it that. And so it's asking this way. And it has the question, will I ask my higher power to remove all my flaws? And I can click that big book button to see the relevant passage in the big book. But I can also ask the question. So I said, can you help me reframe the word flaws? And it does. It says areas for growth or characteristics we'd like to improve. And then it brings it back to me. How would you like to explore how this reframing might change your approach to the question? Do you have any more concerns? Is there something deeper? Yeah, and I go, no, I can face my, sorry for the colorful language there, and face my own stuff as long as I remember that it's blocking me from showing up empathically and usefully to everybody I love. So it's asking, let's incorporate your insight into the question. Yeah, when I frame it that way, then it totally shifts my willingness to do it. If I think of it as flaws, I go, oh, we're all flawed and we're all human. I really like that expression. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And I'm not trying to be a saint. But when I think about it as things that block me from being useful to other people or being empathic or being present, then I definitely feel much more motivated to work on my character defects. So now it's going to ask, oh, it heard there's a crack in everything. It knows that that's from Leonard Cohen. There's a crack in everything. So the light gets in. That's very nice. I like that it's listening to me. It likes that I have the motivation here. And now it's going to go to summarize because I've gone back and forth with it. And it's going to give me a choice. I can revisit later and come back to the question if I feel like I haven't gone deep enough. Or I can complete question, which will save the summary. And I can keep typing if I want to discuss more. Well, let's look at the summary, please. And I could view the summary. We have, when I reframe my character defects as things that block me from being useful to others or being empathic and present, I have this nice summary and I can go ahead and send that to my sponsor. I can save it for my journal. That's helpful for me. So that's a basic overview of how the guided step work feature works. I can work through the questions and reflect on them and journal. But it's like my journal can answer questions or prompt me to go deeper. And I can just talk. I can do this while taking a walk.